China's military is emerging as a true competitor to the US under Xi Jinping. The People's Liberation Army now has hypersonic missiles that evade most defenses, a technology the US is still developing. Its attack drones can swarm to paralyze communications networks. China's naval ships outnumber America's, and it launched its third aircraft carrier this summer, the first to be designed and built in the country. As tensions rise between the world's two largest economies, many wonder if China poses a threat to US military dominance. This is Brain Sense, where we explore the complexities of the world around us. In this video, we'll be diving into the geopolitical landscape of modern warfare and examining whether China's military power is enough to topple America's global dominance. From advanced weaponry to strategic alliances, we'll uncover the truth behind this complex issue and help you gain a deeper understanding of the current state of global military. So, let's get started. China continues to invest heavily in its military capabilities. However, despite its impressive advancements, there are several reasons why China may not be able to challenge America's military primacy. The United States enjoys overwhelming advantages over China. US outweighs China in terms of gross domestic product, technology, and military spending. China's GDP is 17.9% of global GDP, compared to 24.4% of the United States. The United States has been fighting conventional and unconventional wars on every continent. The United States has warfighting experience in World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, Panama, Grenada, the First Gulf War, Kosovo, Iraq, and Afghanistan. The US military can be deployed at short notice anywhere on Earth. The United States maintains strategic peace through military bases and defense alliances in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Now the United States is shifting its military assets to the Indo-Pacific as it prepares for a sea-air battle. The United States Navy merging of weapons systems and C4ISR systems with multi-domain network and integrated ship defenses is more lethal than the numbers of People's Liberation Army Navy submarines and warships. The plan consists of 63 warships with a total tonnage of 447,000 tons, while the USN has 120 warships with a total of 2 million tons. The course and outcome of modern wars is determined by C4ISR, that is command, control, communications, computers, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities, and not the quantity of weapon systems. The United States is far ahead in tracking and prioritizing planned targets. The USN is equipped with 426 C4ISR aircraft, while the plan has only 22 such aircraft. The plan has 441 fixed-wing aircraft and 118 helicopters, while the USM and the Marines collectively have 2,448 fixed-wing aircraft and 1,249 helicopters. The plan's 2 aircraft carriers can carry 70 aircraft, while the USN's 11 ACs collectively have more than 800 aircrafts. Planned warships are armed with 1,900 missiles, whereas the USN has 9,500 missiles deployed on its warships. The Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group includes the USN's only forward-deployed aircraft carriers. The U.S. Ronald Reagan, which is operating along with the Nimitz and Theodore Roosevelt, is placed specifically for anti-China operations in the Pacific region. The USN and plan have an equal number of submarines. However, the USN's technologically advanced fleet weighs 730,000 tons, which is 3 times that of the plan. The Block V, a Virginia-class ballistic missile submarine, has a contract that includes 11 submarines and will triple the class's Tomahawk cruise missile capacity to 40 missiles per submarine. The United States has a separate military airlift command and a host of agreements with private logistics transport firms. The U.S. military has 516 installations in 41 countries and bases in more than 80 countries. The United States has a defense budget of $782 billion, while China's defense budget is $180 billion per year. The U.S. military has around 800 bases worldwide as compared to China with just 8 bases globally. Collectively, they store 1 million pieces of weapon systems. U.S. military personnel are stationed in 160 countries and has operational ground troops in more than 15 countries. The number of Chinese warheads is roughly 200 and is expected to double over the next decade. By comparison, the United States has close to 4,000 superior nuclear warheads with 1,600 strategic weapons. The United States continues to modernize its nuclear arsenal, and it vastly exceeds the minimum requirement for nuclear retaliatory strikes on China. The USAF has deployed F-15, F-16, and F-22 fighter aircraft, B-1 and B-2 bombers, and air refueling aircraft at Guam. The USAF Rapid Raptor program can globally deploy F-22 anywhere in the world within 24 hours. The USAF has 44 missile interceptors in concrete silos in Alaska and California. The United States is also constructing the next-generation stealth B-21 bomber. The B-21 will be equipped with the next-generation long-range standoff stealth nuclear cruise missile and the JASSM conventional cruise missile. The network of U.S. international partnerships has fostered security, promoted stability, and prevented conflicts. In the Indo-Pacific region, the U.S. forward military presence and cooperation with its regional partners is a deterrence for China. The United States leads NATO and simultaneously provides a defense umbrella to Japan and South Korea. The United States has 26,400 troops deployed in South Korea and another 53,700 troops in Japan. The Quad exercises bring together Indo-Pacific democracies committed to a rules-based order against the China threat. The United States also has bilateral military cooperation with Australia, Philippines, Thailand, India, Singapore, Indonesia, and Vietnam. The U.S. Third Fleet Commander told reporters that the United States has 10 nations participating in military exercise, while the number of nations participating in China's exercises is probably less than 2. The United States has an analytical learning process in place. China does not. Lessons learned have been well documented by the U.S. military in the form of doctrines, tactics, techniques, and procedures. The U.S. military has been documenting lessons learned since as early as the Boxer Revolution during the China campaign. The U.S. military has been led by outstanding military generals like George Marshall, Dwight Eisenhower, George Patton, and David Petraeus, while China always lacked great generals. The PLA strategy is based on Mao's theory of the weak contender fighting a stronger adversary through deceit and deception. China's only option is an asymmetric strategy due to its incapability to fight symmetric wars. U.S. military dominates the strategic, tactical, and operational levels of warfare across the spectrum. The Pentagon is implementing sophisticated network warfare programs such as the Advanced Battle Management System, Project Convergence, and Joint All-Domain Command and Control. China is concerned about the lethal and distributed U.S. military, equipped with a potent combination of quantity and quality of weapon systems. The USN surpasses the plan in rapid deployment, maneuverability, and expeditionary warfare capabilities. The overwhelming display of U.S. military power since 1945 is a credible deterrent for Beijing. Since the first Gulf War, the United States has demonstrated its capability of destroying the adversary through preemptive strikes consisting of long-range weapon systems. In conclusion, the military capabilities of the United States and China have significant implications for global security. While China has been building up its military capabilities in recent years, the United States remains the most dominant military force in the world, and China is in no position to challenge it in a foreseeable future. What do you think on this topic? Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this video informative.